How rich do you want to be as a creator? How famous? Do you want to manage a whole team of people? Do you know what you really want in life as a creator? A lot of people I talk to think they know, and then they work really hard for years, reach a certain lifestyle, and then go, I think I hate this. This kind of sucks. And I've seen this phenomenon again and again, not just with creators, but lots of people, including in the general entertainment business. So how do you know what your perfect life is? Now, what most people do is try to think of the big, broad picture. So like, I want to live in a mansion on the beach and drive a black Lamborghini and sip drinks all day and be served by beautiful people. Or I want to be a famous creator and have a team of 50 employees helping me make my videos. But I've known lots of people who have achieved their big, broad goals, and some have gone, I don't think I like this. I don't think I want to be in charge of 50 people and be responsible for them. And I don't like having a huge house and an expensive car that I have to worry about all the time. And I like sitting at the beach all day, but after about 3 weeks, I'm bored out of my mind and feel like my life has no purpose. Some of the most miserable people I've met in my life, like the grumpiest people, were the richest and had just nothing to do all day. So how do you avoid spending years of grinding towards something that you don't realize you don't want? Well, what you don't do is what most people do, which is brainstorm your perfect life. You want to brainstorm your perfect day. And to be specific for this video, your perfect day as a creator. Now this works for anybody, but let's look at it through the lens of being a creator. I'm gonna go through an exercise that has really been helpful for me in my life since 2009 when I first heard about this exercise. There's a really cool phenomenon that can happen, which is that when you do this exercise and write this out in detail and read over it again and again over time, weirdly, your life starts to head in that direction. This is not just in my experience, but I've heard other people say this as well, people who go through this exercise. You turn down things that wouldn't fit this perfect day and start going down the right track. And if you follow along with me here, this video could change your life. I'm not kidding. The downside, though, is that you may not realize it for months or years after initially writing out this perfect day. But when you do, you can come back and leave a comment and thank me, okay? So how does it work? I'm gonna get you started and then you can fill out the rest on your own. First, start a doc, or if you're more of an analog, old school person, take out a notebook and you write your perfect day at the top, and next line you write the exact time of day you want to wake up for the rest of your life, the perfect time to wake up. And by the way, there are no rules here. Don't think about whether something is overly realistic or not. Believe just about anything is possible and write freely from your heart. Then to the right of that, you write about the bed that you wake up in. How does it feel? Who's in bed with you, if anyone? Remember, this is your perfect day. So you want to get into it in detail. What does your bedroom look like? What does the morning light coming through the window look like? What's the first thing you do when you get out of bed? And then what do you do? Maybe work out. What's the weather like outside? What time is it when you have breakfast? What is your kitchen like? What do you eat for breakfast? Exactly. Who do you eat with? What type of work clothes do you put on? What clothes make you feel good and comfortable? How will you get to work? And when will you arrive? What time? What type of work is most engaging and fun for you? I assume some sort of creation. Are you shooting or editing? Is there someone else helping you? Is there a whole team helping you? What are the things that you do versus what they do? Or are you working alone? Do you prefer to work in isolation? And you keep going. What time is lunch? Where do you go for lunch? Or what do you eat exactly? Who's there to eat lunch with you? Is it an old friend, a bunch of friends, fellow creators, your mom? And what's the vibe at lunch? Is there a lot of laughter or maybe a really interesting discussion? And then when you return to work, what do you do in the afternoon? What sort of tasks happen in the later part of the day? Okay, I'll stop there because I think you get it. Keep going on this page all the way up until you fall asleep at night. What do you do right before you go to bed? What time is it exactly? Now, once you've written this out, key here is that you revisit this perfect day again and again. You can keep editing it, but most importantly, keep reading it over and over, maybe, once or twice a month. Internalize it and let it become a North Star for your life and something that guides you. In the description of this video is a Google Doc that I created to get you started. Make your own copy, turn your phone off, sit down for 30 minutes and write this out in detail. The more detail, the better. I hope this will be an interesting exploration for you. I hope you're well, and I appreciate you watching.